If you're shooting talking head videos, you really need a softbox or a lantern because these are going to take your light and diffuse it and make it much more flattering. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the Ifootage 24-inch Octagon softbox. This is a softbox that has a really neat design for folding it up that makes it super easy to set it up and to store it as well. It has double diffusion and it has an eggshell grid too, so you can really get your quality and direction of light dialed in with this softbox. Ifootage did send me this for free for purposes of making this video, but all the thoughts in this video are my own and they have no say in the overall content of it. I love the 24-inch softboxes because they fit really well in small rooms. I've had some of the bigger parabolic softboxes in the past, and I've run into issues where I'm not able to get the light far enough from my talent's face, and then it just gets in your shot easier too. But with these shallower softboxes, you're able to get them backed off a little bit easier without running into the ceiling or into your talent. This softbox is the 24-inch version. They also have a larger version of the softbox that's available too, and they're pretty close in price. So you're really paying just to get whichever softbox is going to fit better in your studio and with your setup. I like the 24-inch softbox because it's only 2.5 pounds, and it's also about 16 inches deep, so it's really small and compact, easy to travel with, and it doesn't take up a ton of space. I'm also currently just using it on a standard light stand, and I'm not having any issues with the light wanting to tip over. If you use a bigger softbox, you might have to invest in a more expensive light stand, and it's going to have a wider base too, which can also be a little bit more annoying to deal with. The QRD60 comes with a Bowens mount built into it, so it's going to work great with most lights. If you're buying a light, just check and make sure the mount that it uses is Bowens. You can also take the speed ring off the back if you need to as well and replace it with one of your own. This light comes with a carrying pouch, and it's really easy to take down and set up. To open up the softbox, you want to hold it by the speed ring, and you want to open it up and lock all the different pieces in place. To collapse the softbox, you push the lever down and then you pull it out wider, and then it folds back in. This softbox comes with 2 layers of diffusion, and it comes with a grid. So if you use both layers of diffusion, you're just going to get a more polished look to your shot. I'm currently using it just slightly off camera, and I have no other lights running except for my accent lights in the background. We're using both levels of diffusion right now. For this shot, we're using just a single layer of diffusion. We remove the inner diffusion, so it's going to be a little bit harsher light, and it's also brighter as well. I would almost always just run it with the double diffusion just because it's going to give you the most balanced look. For this shot, I attached the grid, and we're using both levels of diffusion. So you can tell this just gives a tighter beam with the light, and it makes it a little bit more shadowy as well because your light is focused in one direction. This can be really cool if you want a little bit more of a moody look. You'll also notice my background got darker too because there's less spill from the softbox. This softbox comes in at about $120, so it's a little bit cheaper than some of the other ones that are on the market. It feels really high quality, and it includes a carrying case. I really like the way that you set up and collapse the softbox. If you're interested in buying this Ifootage softbox, I have links for it in the description below. If you have any other questions about it, leave a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them.